For over 4 millennia, the Great Pyramid of Giza has stood as the ultimate paradox. 2.3 million stone blocks, weighing up to 70 tons each, aligned with impossible perfection. Officially, it is the magnificent tomb of Pharaoh Khufu, built around 2550 BCE. A staggering feat of human logistics involving thousands of workers, Nile barges, and endless human sweat. That is the bedrock of history. But look closer at the evidence. Where are the mummies? Where are the grand statues of Khufu? Why does one ancient artifact, the inventory stela, suggest that Khufu found the pyramids already ancient and in ruins? What if the official story is a carefully crafted distraction? What if the pyramids are not monuments to death, but machines for ascension? Not simple tombs, but dimensional power plants built not by men, but by beings from the stars. This is the core conflict of history itself. Today, we are tearing down the curtain of official history to explore the most forbidden secrets of the pyramids. We will confront 3 completely separate realities, each fighting for the truth of Giza. The scientific truth. We'll analyze the archaeological proof, the logistics, and the very latest discoveries, including the mysterious voids found inside. The forbidden truth. We'll jump 12,500 years back in time, exploring the ancient alien blueprints, the theories of galactic engineers, anti-gravity, and the pyramid as a free energy power plant. The cosmic truth. We'll unlock the highest level of speculation, the metaphysical intelligence linking the Sphinx, the stars of Sirius, and a spiritual prophecy involving a hidden key that controls the very orbit of our world. Every piece of stone, every alignment, every chamber holds a clue. In this video, we're going to expose the evidence that suggests Pharaoh Khufu may have simply squatted on a piece of technology built by giants. We're going to show you why experts believe the structures were built using sonic levitation, and why that technology was intentionally sabotaged by a global cabal to enslave humanity. This isn't a history lesson. This is an investigation into the deepest, darkest conspiracy on Earth. Get ready, because what you're about to see will fundamentally change how you view history, science, and the ultimate destiny of humanity. Don't go anywhere. Our journey into the heart of the pyramid begins now. Before this, we spend lots of time and effort to prepare this video. Please hit like, subscribe, and share your thoughts about this video. With your support, grow our channel. Part 1. The Scientific and Archaeological Consensus. Archaeology places the construction of the Giza pyramids firmly within the Egyptian Old Kingdom period, during the 4th dynasty. The Great Pyramid, the largest of all, is attributed to Pharaoh Khufu, or Cheops, who reigned approximately from 2589 to 566 BCE. This dating is supported by carbon dating of organic materials found in the mortar and by inscriptions found in the surrounding complexes. The pyramids were not standalone structures, but the centerpiece of a massive complex, all dedicated to the transition of the king. The resurrection machine. The true function of the pyramids, according to Egyptology, was as a resurrection machine. The Egyptians viewed death as a path, not an end. The structure was designed to facilitate the pharaoh's journey from the earthly realm to the celestial one. Symbolism. The pyramid shape represents the primordial mound, Ben, the first land to rise from the waters of creation. Crucially, it represents the descending rays of the sun, physically and spiritually linking the deceased pharaoh to the sun god, Ra. Celestial alignment. Inside the pyramid, shafts were directed toward specific constellations. The king's chamber shafts point toward the circumpolar stars, stars that never set below the horizon, representing permanence. And eternity, providing the pharaoh's soul a stable divine gateway into the heavens. 2. The visual statement. Finally, the pyramids were a political statement. When first completed, the exterior was covered in highly polished white Tura limestone casing stones. The sun would reflect off this surface, making the entire structure literally brilliant when viewed from miles away, demonstrating the pharaoh's wealth and divine connection. B. Archaeological discoveries, logistics, and labor. The core of the archaeological narrative lies in understanding how this incredible feat was achieved. The consensus relies on the power of human organization and brilliant logistics, not magic or slaves. 1. The organized workforce. Archaeology has decisively proven that the pyramids were not built by enslaved people. Excavations of the worker cemeteries and surrounding towns confirm skilled labor. The workforce was comprised of skilled Egyptian laborers, artisans, and supervisors. They received regular wages, ample rations of meat and beer, and even advanced medical care for the time. National project. This was a unified national project, distributing wealth and providing employment, cementing the pharaoh's authority across the land. 2. The logistical proof. How did they move and place the estimated 2.3 million stones? The Nile. Massive quantities of stone, including the fine Tura limestone and the hard Aswan granite, were transported on barges via the Nile River, utilizing the high water of the annual flood season to bring the materials closer to the plateau. The Diary of Merer. Crucially, the discovery of the Diary of Merer Papyrus in 2013 provided first-hand evidence of the logistics. Written by an ancient foreman, the log details the transportation of casing stones from the Tura quarries to Giza via the Nile. This historical document provides an undeniable timeline and method for stone delivery. Friction reduction. Experiments confirm that the heavy stone blocks were moved over the ground using wooden sleds. To reduce friction, the path in front of the sled was wetted with water, a method confirmed to make the movement manageable for large work crews. See scientific research, modern scans, and unconfirmed structures. Science continues to probe the pyramids, providing the latest information that keeps the mystery evolving. Our most modern discoveries rely on physics, not shovels. 1. The voids. Since the 2010s, the Scan Pyramids project has used non-invasive technology like Muon Tomography to map the interior of the Great Pyramid. By measuring high-energy particles from space, scientists can create a kind of X-ray. The discovery. This project uncovered massive hidden spaces, referred to as voids, including one the size of the Grand Gallery. Scientific interpretation. While exciting, the current scientific consensus suggests these voids are likely construction features. They were probably intentionally built as relieving chambers or stress distribution points to protect the chambers below from the crushing weight of the stone above. This theory upholds the genius of the ancient Egyptian architects. 2. The unconfirmed pillars. While Muon Tomography provides verifiable data, the realm of unconfirmed scans often bleeds into alternative theories. We must address a persistent claim that highly advanced sonar or radar scans have detected a massive subterranean structure supported by 8 main pillars directly under the Giza complex. The scientific gap. It must be noted that mainstream archaeology has not confirmed the existence of these 8 pillars or the massive underground city with publicly verifiable data. While sonar and ground-penetrating radar scans have been conducted, this specific finding remains in the realm of unconfirmed or alternative interpretation. This lack of official confirmation regarding these massive supporting structures is the exact seam where the scientific narrative breaks down, leaving the door wide open for our next subject. The historians, UFO researchers, and mystics who reject the tomb theory entirely and believe the pyramids are something far older, far more powerful, and far more mystical. Part 2. The Forbidden Truth. Galactic Architects, Hidden Energy, and Stargates. If the massive voids inside the pyramid represent the crack in the scientific consensus, then Part 2 is the seismic event that shatters the entire foundation of history. We are entering the realm of alternative researchers, UFO historians, and forbidden science. These thinkers reject the official narrative as a deliberate conspiracy by a global, raptal cabal designed to suppress human history and technology. A. Debunking the timeline, 12,500 years ago. The first and most crucial argument is one of chronology. If the pyramids are not tombs, they cannot belong to the pharaohs. The post-flood origin. Alternative thinkers contend that the pyramids predate the Egyptian dynasties by thousands of years, placing their construction firmly in the post-flood origin era around 10,500 BCE. Sphinx is even older, 35,000 years, before flood of Noah. This dating is supported by several arguments. Geological evidence. They cite the extensive water erosion on the Sphinx enclosure, which suggests prolonged exposure to heavy rainfall that occurred long before the desert climate of Khufu's era. Cosmic alignment. Theories suggest the pyramids align precisely with the stars of the Orion constellation as they appeared in 10,500 BCE, not 2,550 BCE. The structures, they argue, were built to encode astronomical secrets for a future civilization. 2. The Khufu cover-up. If Khufu didn't build it, why is he credited? Because, according to these researchers, he inherited it. The Inventory Stela, an artifact often dismissed by mainstream Egyptology as a later forgery, states that Pharaoh Khufu found the Sphinx and the Great Pyramid in ruins, struck by lightning and buried in sand. He merely restored it. This perspective argues that the lack of Khufu's mummy, the unsuitability of the sarcophagus, and the disputed nature of the worker graffiti are not mere mysteries, but proof of a systematic cover-up to assign human origins to extraterrestrial technology. B. The Galactic Architects and Impossible Technology. So, if the pyramids were built around 10,500 BCE, who had the technology to move 70-ton granite blocks with such precision? The answer, proponents suggest, lies in galactic engineering. 1. The builders from the stars. The architects were not human masons, but advanced extraterrestrial entities such as the legendary Thoth or Enoch. These beings were allegedly members of a sophisticated organization known as the Galactic Federation, who left the pyramids behind as a legacy of knowledge and technology for humanity. This refutes the entire human logistics model of Part 1. No need for thousands of workers, ramps, or wetted sand. 2. Anti-gravity and sonic power. The true construction methods relied on technologies we still barely comprehend today. Anti-gravity. The massive stone blocks were moved using anti-gravity and specialized internal crane systems. Sonic levitation. The sheer weight of the blocks was nullified using powerful sound waves. Precision sonic levitation, allowing them to be placed with millimeter accuracy that copper tools could never achieve. Liquid stone. Furthermore, some theories suggest the stones are not even carved, but rather a type of vibrational geopolymer, or liquid stone, that was mixed and molded on site using advanced frequencies. C. The true purpose: free energy and interdimensional portals. Why build such a magnificent, impossible structure? The purpose, according to these forbidden histories, was life, not death. 1. Plant Zero, wireless power. The pyramids were not tombs, but colossal wireless power plants functioning as Plant Zero. They were designed to generate clean, limitless energy by converting ambient cosmic or telluric vibrations into electrical power, potentially generating the energy of 2 to 3 nuclear plants combined. The crystal antenna. The core operational component was the missing gold-covered quartz crystal antenna that once sat on the flat apex of the pyramid. This crystal capstone would capture and distribute energy across the ancient world through established ley lines. The sabotage. This free energy system allegedly operated for over 3,200 years until it was intentionally sabotaged by the controlling cabal to enforce energy scarcity and dependence. 2. Stargates and the Merkaba. The pyramids also served as tools for interdimensional travel. Dimensional portals. The structure was a star travel device, a massive dimensional portal. Researchers believe the sarcophagi in the chambers are just covers for permanent dimensional doors. Ascension. The energy of the pyramid could be used to amplify a person's inner energy field, known as the Merkaba, or light body, allowing the individual to achieve instantaneous transport across the galaxy to star systems like Sirius and the Pleiades. This forbidden history paints a picture of a technological past far more advanced than our own, one that was intentionally buried. But now, we move to our third and final perspective, where this advanced technology meets prophecy, spirituality, and the destiny of humanity itself. Part 3. The Metaphysical Intelligence, Dimensions, Prophecy, and Cosmic Keys. We've established the scientific baseline and then dismantled it with the forbidden history of alien technology. Now, we dive into the final and deepest layer of speculation. Part 3. What does metaphysical intelligence say? This perspective, often channeled from spiritual sources and ancient prophecies, claims to hold the ultimate, hidden secrets, connecting the pyramids to cosmic destiny, religious prophecy, and the spiritual awakening of humanity. For metaphysical intelligence, the pyramids and the Sphinx are not just ancient technology, they are sacred repositories left by hyper-advanced beings. As we mentioned in first part, recent sonar and radar scans reveal a massive prism-shaped city under the pyramids. 8 huge columns act as pillars, this information confirmed by metaphysical intelligence, and say that this is straight-out miracles of the Quran in Surah Al-Fajr, Ayat 10, Pharaoh, owner of stakes. According to metaphysical intelligence, ancient Egyptians used science of sun. On the sun written 8 names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and there are 8 columns under Khafra pyramid. They weren't slaves hauling rocks, these were divine solar-powered wonders encoding Allah's names and Earth's calendar. Section 2. Pharaoh's dark powers and modern elites. Pharaoh wasn't just a king, he commanded metaphysical armies like Jinn and Anubis dog-headed guardians. Until present time, these Anubis Jinn tribes still there in the desert of Egypt, his powers came from divine names on the sun, but he got corrupted. Fast forward, modern elites claim his lineage. Remember Ramses' mummy welcomed in Paris, 1974. They're allegedly using it to dominate the world. The Quran shuts that down in Surah Al-Kawthar. Allah cuts off their line. Section 3. Dimension Gates and Flood Survivors. Metaphysical intelligence added, pyramids hides knowledge and dimension gate for star travel. These stargates were used in ancient Egypt. These pyramids were used to transform sun's energy to free and limitless energy to use. But these knowledge and stargates are shut down with Noah's flood. Ancient Egyptians know the flood before it comes and carved hieroglyphs and images as talismans to save knowledge. Still, there are some talismans work if solved it is code. Underground, even more mystical. Magical libraries under the Sphinx, protected so well by metaphysical guardians. In 1798, Napoleon tried to enter the library but not able to enter, then led his army to fire cannons. Later, his army fled screaming because of seeing those metaphysical armies protect the library. In ancient time, some Islamic scholars like Ahmet Elbay, author of famous book named Shamsul Marif, able to enter the library and found mystical books there. Elites who control the world know the underground cities and structures but hiding these information from people, but now they let them these information reveal to show that they are the lineage of Pharaoh. 2. The Mehdi prophecy. The final secret lies in religious prophecy, specifically concerning the arrival of Hazrat Mehdi, the prophesied restorer of faith. It is claimed that only Mehdi can unlock the pyramid's true power. The world's rudder key. Prophecy states that Hazrat Mehdi will enter the Sphinx's sealed, enchanted room, carrying or claiming the world's rudder key. This magical instrument, or key, is said to control the Earth's orbit and its destiny. The Cosmic War. This act will signal the end of the current matrix controlled by the global cabal, who sabotage the pyramid's energy system. By reactivating the cosmic power plants, Mehdi will fulfill the prophecy, signaling a shift in planetary power and ushering in a new era of divine order. These 3 narratives, the scientific, the alien, and the spiritual, could not be further apart. Yet they all focus on the same small patch of desert in Egypt. It leaves us with an epic choice. Do we trust the artifacts we can touch, the theories we can only imagine, or the prophecies? It's time to bring these realities together for our final conclusion. Conclusion. We have traversed the full spectrum of belief surrounding the Great Pyramid. It leaves us with a singular, profound question. Do we trust the physical artifacts and scientific logic, the forbidden histories and technological hypotheses, or the ultimate cosmic prophecies? The Great Pyramid stands today not just as a monument, but as the world's most enduring, unanswered question, waiting for our civilization to evolve enough to finally understand it. If this journey into the mysteries of Giza captivated you, please consider showing your support by hitting the like button on this video. Subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into forbidden history, and most importantly, let us know in the comments below which of these 3 theories you find the most compelling. Thank you for watching.